This is the moment that most people have probably been waiting for, because it's like kind of like I just disappeared out of nowhere from this church, right? This is the reason why I left Kingdom City Church. Prepare yourselves. The reason why I left Kingdom City Church is a lot of different factors. I'm gonna keep my words right and I'm gonna use my words correctly, even though I have everything documented from the very moment that I was approached until now. But I feel like I deserve to speak my truth. It's okay. It's the truth. I shouldn't be frightened or scared to speak my truth because there's fans worse than the beehive that he has. And just a lot of factors. There's some people there, allegedly. There's some crazy people that are possessive over him, right? But it's not just them being possessive. It's something that someone is doing, I have to use my words wisely, to cause these women to be very possessive, right? To the point where it drove me out. When I look at this church, right, and I look at these members, I am grateful for them. I'm grateful for the people there. I'm grateful for even down to the leader. But I can say that I had one of the worst stages of my life going to that church. It's like no one saw me. No one sees what you're going through. And you have people that coddle the dysfunction of the leadership going around. These people are knowing what's going on and they coddle his dysfunction. I'm still going through something with this person. And there's people that sit there and coddle his dysfunction. I deserve to speak my truth, and it's time. I joined the church August of 2021. I didn't get so I went to the church August 2021. Actually, the first time I ever went was like the ending of July of 2021, but I joined officially August of 2021. However, he doesn't approach me until via text message January 2023, which I have like the receipts that I could post for that and everything. So I don't get approached until January 2023. After that, we're talking, but I feel a pull to keep my options open, even though he wants me to only talk to him because of things out there, diseases and all these things that he's saying. Mind you, he told me never to share with anyone, don't talk about anyone, which I have a text message of his very first approach that I can attach here. I just felt like at first it was very exciting because I'm like, oh my gosh, this amazing person, like he's like a king to all these people, like he wants me. Oh my gosh, like it can be so exciting until you realize, right, that there is probably way more people allegedly that he's communicating with and talking to in the church and be out of the church. So proceed to July 2023. Beforehand of July 2023, I get asked about or presented an opportunity for a threesome, right? So I don't want to say the girl's name, but the woman had already came out about him this year. That woman, he was like, she's going to text you and all you have to do is say yes, da 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 da. Like it was like a setup, like he knew how to set this thing right and set up the threesome. So we ended up meeting and basically the threesome happened, right? After that, him and I proceed to communicate, but then I send a text message like, hey, I don't know what this is, what this relationship is. I can't, like, I just don't know. I don't know what this is anymore, so I don't know what we're doing. So I ended up sending that text. He's like, I'm not going to chase you, yada, 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 whatever. Boom. I found out I'm pregnant, right? I didn't have the greatest moments in my life. And I had to let him know that he could be a potential father, potentially, like he could be one. Mind you, I had the worst stages of my life going there, so I take accountability that I've done. I had a moment where I had pretty much almost like a one-night stand. Whether it was that or whether it was with allegedly Prophet Brian Carn Jr. I proceed to let him know that I'm pregnant. He's like, oh no, who's about? I'm like, I don't know, because the other guy was like the 16th of September, and me and him had sex September 26th. So it was like 10 days away. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know, like, what is going on here? Like, no matter who I was trying to move forward with, he always kind of came in, whatever. I let him know that I'm pregnant. He proceeds to state, well, why don't you consider, an abortion? Like, are you going to continue to drink? Are you still going to smoke or whatever? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel all this pressure on me. So in my head, I'm thinking maybe I should go ahead and schedule it. Immediately was like, nah, I'm not even going to go that route or go that way. I don't even want to go that route, because I can't live with the thought of doing something like that to my child. Well, he starts checking on me, periodically during the pregnancy, and the baby's here. I do everything alone. The entire pregnancy, I'm really more so focused on the other guy. We're going to call him John. So I'm not really thinking anything of Prophet Brian Carn Jr. and really approaching him about it, because I'm like, it's impossible. There's no way that I could have he could be a potential option, even though I know they were only 10 days apart. And I take a full accountability for that. I'm not ashamed of anything that I've done. I'm just not. There's nothing that anyone can pick on me about, or like, I'm very open about it. And it's like from there, after she was born, I'm doing everything on my alone, but a lot of the sisters from KCC, they were helping me a lot, which was tremendously amazing. Like, they just came in and they kind of stepped in, them not knowing that he could be a potential option. You know what I'm saying? Apparently someone did spread around that it was his child, but that was just them just spreading stuff around, probably because I was cute and whatever. So speed forward, I finally ended up approaching him this year, right, about a DNA test.